You're right guys, this is my first proper video with me actually in the camera now. I'm going to show you over what I've done so far and what the plans are for the build and all the upcoming things, and a little DIY in it, and show you how to make your own engine mounts. For the 1.8 turbos you can get uprated engine mounts. They cost quite a bit. The standard ones however will work if you modify them. Basically polyfill them, fill them with polyurethane, like a resin. I'll show you, I've got some, I've done a couple sets for other people. I've got 2 sets down there in this basket. You can see they're pretty skanky. I've got some other bits that I need to clean anyway. I'm only going to do 1 set today as I haven't got another set to do for anyone else. It's just going to be my own personal set. So I'll show you how to quickly do these, and then I'll talk to you and show you a bit around the CupraR and what we've got to do. It's absolutely freezing today, so I'll show you what I'm going to do. First of all, these engine mounts, I'm going to use these 2. These are just some fire ones. This is just some degreaser. It's actually G101 I use. It's just a really strong degreaser that I use. These are some other things I just need to clean anyway. Give a good soak in. Because these have got how many years of road grime on them. Right, so I've cleaned these all up. I've used my spray and this old brush, some sort of scrubby brush. There's an old house one or a wheel one. This stuff is a bit irritant on the hands, so I'm not going to touch it. You can see all the dirt and all oil and grime coming out of them. They are old, you want to make sure it's nice and clean in there. Give it another little spray. So basically we'll get those all fully cleaned off. We'll put them somewhere, set them to dry, and then I'm going to show you the next step. Whilst they dry, I'm going to show you about this. So this is my CupraR. This is my project that I'm doing. It's in a bit of a sorry state at the moment. Front end's all sad, it's not got actually anything inside. I'll show you. The bonnet's not actually even attached. I can move it about. I've done some work already inside, which I can always go into detail if you guys want. Basically redone the firewall because all the original stuff had come off with some proper, not eBay heat protective, that's some proper motorsport stuff. Everything's all heat protected. You see the orange and silver and gold bits. Been seam welded, braced, solid bushes back there. Don't know if you could see them. I'll show you the other side, hopefully you'll see that one. You can just see the solid metal at the back. The plan for this really is, obviously with all projects it's got escalated. Originally going to be about 400 horsepower. It is front wheel drive. I've got a wave track diff, which gas and gears are currently working on my gearbox, so we might be able to get something good at that. I'm very excited to see what he does with it, and fingers crossed it's not too bad inside. Was going to be 400 horsepower, but after going in a mate's A3 of mine, which is an absolute beast, not anymore, unfortunately. Well, he'll be doing a new car soon, hopefully, fingers crossed. I'm going for 500 horsepower now. It's a 2-litre stroker, which I'll show you the engine. It's that over here, all wrapped up. I've taken some videos of this so I can show you a little bit of assembling, not all of it unfortunately. Right then, these are all masked up as best I can. I normally use duct tape. This is masking tape, so it's not quite as good. they're masked up first, lots of layers, and then I've used cardboard and staggered it until this is a nice flat surface. Then I'm using the weight of the mounts, because they've got some weight, sat on some wooden blocks on the edge of this lip, so like that, so they're pushing down on themselves. It's the same with this one. I've done the exact same, because this resin is going to want to get out. Now as soon as I poured it in here, I've got a clean long screwdriver that I'm going to mix it with. As soon as it's in there, as soon as it's mixed, we need to start pouring. Now depending on what resin you've got, it's all slightly different. Like I said about the different thicknesses, different shores of it. They also have different amounts of time that it takes for them to go solid. Some of them you mix by weight. This one isn't, it's actually by volume, and these two are the exact same, so I can pour both into here, mix it and get them in. So I best get on with it because we are low on memory card space. So I'm going to do a bit of each at a time, and we're just going to mix it in. Out the way, out the way, clean screwdriver. Now some of these you can tell when they're starting to go because they get warm. I don't know if this stuff will. But we need to make sure it's mixed. You don't want too many air bubbles in it, so don't mix it too, like, don't whip it about. Just stir it. So I'm happy with that mixing. Now I'm gonna, this isn't what I normally use. I'd normally use proper little plastic jugs, but I don't actually have any, so this is a big lemonade bottle that I've cut down. We're just literally going to pour it in. Just do a little bit to begin with. Get some in the other one. Do. Engine mounts are done. All we got to do is wait now. So we're back. The engine mounts have sat and dried. I left them most of the day. I let them, they sat outside for a little bit once they just like thickened up, so I knew it wasn't going to spill anywhere and that it wasn't too runny, and I took them inside because it's freezing today. It would have never set. They've pretty much fully set now, fully set enough for me to unwrap it all. I'll show you what they look like now. So these are the mounts now. As you can see, this is the one I fully cleaned up. I started just a little bit like this. I started just the very top a little bit. That took me literally like, I don't know, 10 seconds or something to do. This is the cleaned up one, that one. This is what they look like now. You can see that is fully filled there. You can see through it the original bit. I keep the original bit in. Some people I've seen, they drill it out because they've got like oil in them. They drill out and they fill everything. I don't, I leave that. It's good for soaking up the vibrations. So it's fully sealed. You can see some in around there and there. It's fully sealed, that one. I'll show you the other one. Remember before I showed you how much they flex? Now this hasn't fully set yet, but if I try to show you, see, it's just moving a little bit, nothing like it was before. So this will be way stiffer, but won't be too harsh. I don't want it to be too harsh. This isn't a track only car. If it was a track only car, I would have gone for stiffer, but it's not. It's going to get used on the road with occasional track stuff. So those are the engine mounts, and that's a quick little how you do it. The gearbox is currently off at gas and gears, having its work done. So I've just had a mess with him. He's just started on it. He's already found some things in it. So I'll do a update either when I get the box back or something about what he's done to it and all the mods to take the 500 horsepower. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully I'll see you next time.